Is it okay now?
Sir, have you unchecked?
Yeah.
Hi.
Now
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
okay.
this is perfect.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, we are going
Yeah.
live, sir. Okay, sir. Fine.
This is perfect, sir.
Thank you.
Rahul, just see Blessy ma'am has joined.
No, sir. No, sir.
So John, all children have joined.
Yes, sir. I'm checking, sir. Last minute, sir. Last checks.
Assessment head girl hadn't joined, so just please.
Yes, sir. They have joined, sir, and the information also passed to that, sir.
Okay. Rahul, please alert before going live. Okay.
Yes, sir. We are on live.
You're on live?
Yes, sir.
Good evening, ma'am. Welcome.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
A journey of 1,000 miles must begin with a single step. We have gathered here to witness the investiture ceremony of Indian School Darset for the academic year 2021-22. A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. John Maxwell. Good evening to one and all. On behalf of Indian School Darset, I take this opportunity to welcome our honorable chief guest, Mr. Ajit Vasudevan, convener and head academic and ICT subcommittee, school management committee. Mr. Sebastian Chungat, president, School Management Committee. Mrs. Blessy Dinah Shijan, Vice President and Head of Purchase Subcommittee, School Management Committee. Mr. Afroz Ahmed, Treasurer, Head Finance and Planning Subcommittee and Head Staff Welfare and Grievances Subcommittee. And other members of the esteemed School Management Committee. Principal, Vice Principal Senior, Vice Principal Primary, Assistant Vice Principals, Supervisors, Coordinators, Head of Departments, Teachers, House Councillors, and our newly elected office bearers. And my dear parents, to the Investiture Ceremony of Indian School Darset for the academic year 2021-22. To begin this auspicious occasion, let us invoke the divine blessings of the Almighty with a prayer song.
There shall be showers of blessings. This is the promise of love. There shall be seasons refreshing, sent from the Savior above. Showers of blessing, showers of blessing we need. Mercy drops round us are falling, but for the showers we plead. There shall be showers of blessing, send them upon us, O Lord. Grant to us now a refreshing, come and now honor thy word. Showers of blessing, showers of blessing we need. Mercy drops
Investiture Ceremony is one of the momentous occasions of the school where the newly elected members of the Student Council are officially vested with their powers and positions. The purpose of the Student Council is to give students an opportunity to develop leadership by organizing and carrying out school activities and service projects. In addition to planning events that contribute to school spirit and community welfare, the Student Council is the voice of the student body. To proceed in this solemn ceremony, I invite Vice Principal, Senior Section, Mr. Alexander G. Verghese, an educator who has inspired, motivated, and instilled leadership qualities in the students, to give the welcome address.
To quote Dolly Parton, famous American singer and writer, if your actions create a legacy that inspires others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, then you are an excellent leader. Esteemed chief guest of this evening, Mr. Ajit Vasudevan, convener, head of academic subcommittee and ICT subcommittee, school management committee in the school Dasset. Honorable President of the School Management Committee, Mr. Sebastian Chungat. Vice President of the School Management Committee, Mrs. Blessy Diana Ashijin. Treasurer, Head of Finance and Planning Committee, Mr. Afroz Ahmed. Other esteemed members of the School Management Committee. Very respected Principal, Mr. Amar Srivastava. Vice Principal, Primary Section, Mrs. Gita Chauhan. AVPs, supervisors, coordinators, head of the departments, teachers, parents, and my dear students, a happy evening to all. On behalf of Indian School Dasset, it is my proud privilege to extend a hearty welcome to you all to this very momentous occasion, the Investiture Ceremony 2021-22. Investiture Ceremony is one of the most prestigious occasions in the schedule of Indian School Dasset. It is the first step we take in imparting leadership skills on the youngest administrators of our institution to imbibe them with the necessary skills so that they become independent decision makers in future. As it is rightly said that leaders are not born, they are made. On this solemn occasion, we are indeed very honored to have Mr. Ajit Vasudevan as our chief guest this evening. Sir is an alumni of Indian School of Muscat and an engineering graduate with more than 17 years experience in banking, finance, and IT. At present, Mr. Ajit Vasudevan is heading the Digital Service and Quality Department at United Finance Company Oman. Sir, Indian School Dasset is very fortunate to have your presence here with us this evening to our Investiture Ceremony, as it is an encouragement and inspiration to all the young students seated here to take up the challenge of finest leadership qualities. On behalf of Indian School Dasset, I take this opportunity to welcome you, sir. It is my proud privilege to extend a warm welcome to the President of School Management Committee, Mr. Sebastian Chungat, who is a constant source of encouragement for every activity the school has undertaken. Sir, your strong vision for the school has positively impacted and molded ISD to march great heights. A hearty welcome to you, sir. I am honored to welcome the Vice President of the School Management Committee, Mr. Blessy Diana Ashijin. Madam is a multifaceted personality who has instilled her marvelous leadership qualities in contributing towards success of ISD. Warm welcome to you, ma'am. I extend a cordial welcome to Mr. Afroz Ahmed, the Treasurer of School Management Committee, who is also heading the Finance and Staff Welfare and Grievance Subcommittee. He is a very simple person and silent contributor yet well known to his fairness, diligence, and sound preparation for the well-being and functioning of school. Welcome, sir. May I also take this opportunity to welcome all other esteemed members of our school management committee, Mrs. Shama Shamsuddin, Head Inclusive Education Subcommittee and Head Co-Career Subcommittee, Mr. Vinod Kumar K, Head Parent Relations Subcommittee, Dr. Kurian Abraham, Head of Sports Committee, Mr. Unnikrishnan, Head of Infrastructure Subcommittee, Mr. Shalimar Moideen, Head of Center for Excellence in Learning and Teachers Subcommittee, Mr. Nishan PP, Head of School Monitored Safe Transport Subcommittee, and Mr. Shaji Kaniaratil, Head of Crisis Management Subcommittee. Dear sirs and madams, your presence to our investiture ceremony is a source of inspiration to all young leaders seated here. I extend a hearty welcome to our most respected and beloved principal, Mr. Amar Srivastava, who always works tirelessly in planning for the betterment of the school and our students. Dear sir, with a great ideology, enthusiasm, and focus on education and learning, ISD has reached to a great excellence. We salute your wisdom and vision to assist in the development of our most precious resource, our children. A warm welcome to you, sir. With all my affable greetings, I cordially welcome the Vice Principal Primary Section, Mrs. Gita Chauhan, Assistant Vice Principals, Supervisors, Coordinators, Head of the Departments, and all my dear teachers who have always been proactive, hardworking, and dedicated. Also, a special word of welcome to the members of non-teaching staff, headed by Dr. Jacob, AVP Operation, who play a silent yet a vital role in the growth of the institution. It is a proud moment, not only for the student leaders, but also their parents who are here to encourage their child as they take the pledge of the office, which will provide them a platform to introspect into their roles as leaders of tomorrow. Proud parents, you have always extended your unconditional support to the mission and vision of the school, which has been of tremendous help in achieving our goals. On behalf of ISD, a warm welcome to you, dear parents. Dear children, a leader, according to its simplest definition, is someone who has the clarity to know the right things to do, the confidence to know they are wrong, and the courage to do the right things even when they are, very hard. I am delighted to welcome you all to your ceremony and wish you all very success, that you will focus on doing your work without fear or favor and making a positive difference in the lives of your fellow students, above all, your alma mater. Young leaders, rise up and meet the challenges even to extent where you will have to make a sacrifice. To conclude, I would like to reiterate that we at Indian School Dasit believe that these young student leaders are the visionaries and torch bearers of tomorrow, who will in turn help others rise, thus creating more leaders. Once again, I extend a note of hearty welcome to everyone gathered here and wish that today's ceremony leaves an indelible mark in your memory. Thank you and have a pleasant evening.
Thank you, sir. Great leaders harness personal courage, capture the hearts and minds of others, and empower new leaders to make the world a better place. Here is our school choir with a song to empower the young leaders.
Light of light and me. Now anew the day is dawning. Light of light and me. Now anew the day is dawning. Found of all our joy and peace. May we find solace in thee. of grace, the shadows flee. Brighten the this joyful evening. Sun of grace, the shadows flee. Brighten the this joyful evening with the precious sunshine rays. Fill our hearts and make them shine.
For the success of an organization, it is necessary to have creative leadership with gentleness and humility. A leader who has empowered us always, Mr. Sebastian Chungat, joined the School Management Committee of Indian School Darset as a member on 5th June 2017. From April 2018, he has taken up the responsibility of the Vice President of the school with an additional responsibility of Head Health Safety Environment Subcommittee. From 2021, he is serving the School Management Committee, shouldering the responsibility of the President of the school. It is my privilege to invite our President, School Management Committee, Mr. Sebastian Chungat, to deliver the presidential address.
Respected Chief Guest of the Day, Mr. Ajit Vasudevan, Convener and Head of Academic and ICT Subcommittee, other esteemed members of the School Management Committee, respected Principal, Vice Principals, other administrators, HODs, all teachers, and the non-teaching staff. A very good evening. Today is a day of great honor. Today, we are taking the privilege to endow the responsibility of leadership to a set of blooming students. And it is my privilege to be a part of this great event of Indian School Darset. Dear friends and my dear children, first of all, let me take this opportunity to congratulate each of you to being selected as one of the leaders of Indian School Darset. It is your sheer determination, your hard work, your commitment has brought you to this position. I have only two advice to you as you take up this new responsibility. One, be a role model. Be a role model in your all walks of life. In your character, in your studies, in your behavior with your parents, in your behavior with your teachers, in your behavior with your friends and colleagues, in your other social walks of life. Be a role model. Two, be having a mind of service. Being a leader is not a position where you get honored. Being a leader is a position for you to serve others, to guide others, to take them to reach the objectives and goals of life. Please keep these two motto in your life as the budding leaders of Indian School Darset. And I wish you all the best in the coming year. And I believe and trust and hope that with your leadership, Indian School Darsite will certainly move forward to a greater height. Thank you all. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words. It will surely motivate our young leaders to learn more, do more, and emerge as great leaders. Students of today are the visionaries and torchbearers of tomorrow. When we develop personality, skill, and mind, we develop responsible human beings with leadership qualities. So here's our general prefects from classes 11th and 12th for the academic year 2021-22.
Advika Rajesh, 12D, General Prefect. Singing and art are her hobbies. She has won prizes, singing and painting. She has represented the school in various competitions. Advika Rajesh will now receive her badge. Alina Pinero, 12B, General Prefect. Alina has participated in various competitions. She is very helpful and a good listener. Alina Pinero will now receive her badge. Daksha Satish, 12B, General Prefect. Daksha is a sincere and honest child and an enthusiastic learner. Her flair for art and literature is commendable. Daksha will receive her badge now. Jeffrey Anna Jacob, 12B, General Prefect. Jeffrey Anna Jacob is a very good communicator and an innovative thinker. She's a good basketball player too. Now, Jeffrey Anna Jacob will receive her badge. Madhumati Sridhar, 12A, General Prefect. Madhumati, a sincere and hard-working girl. She is an excellent learner. She has participated in singing competitions for the school. I welcome Madhumati to receive her badge. Navaneet Chandran, 12A, General Prefect. Navaneet Chandran, an innovative thinker and a hard-working, sincere student, good communicator, as well as an excellent volleyball and tennis player. Navaneet Chandran will now receive his badge. Priya Tanmay V, 12A, General Prefect. Priya, a hard worker, a good learner, well-versed in martial arts, and a well-disciplined student. Priya Tanmay will now receive her badge. Vinayak Baiju, 12B, General Prefect. Vinayak Baiju is an excellent coordinator, organizer, and a good team leader. He has represented Indian School Darsite for volleyball clusters. Vinayak Baiju will now receive his badge. Ananda Natarajan Anand, 7A, General Prefect, cautious reader, good and sincere in his work, good communication skills, and an excellent planner and organizer. Ananda Nadarajan will now receive his badge. Ashlyn Anthony, 11A General Prefect, a fantastic sportsperson, a hard worker, always striving for excellence. Ashlyn Anthony will receive his badge. Devnanda Rajesh, 11B, a passionate dancer and an enthusiastic student, confident and capable. Devnanda Rajesh will receive a badge now. Krishnapriya Manoj, 11C, General Prefect. Photography is her passion, a punctual and excellent leader. A guide, Krishnapriya will receive a badge now. Rebecca and Jacob, 11C, a fine public speaker, hardworking and sincere in all her endeavors. Rebecca values teamwork. She has represented the school in various events and brought accolades. Rebecca will now receive the badge. Congratulations to the newly elected General Prefects.
Leaders must be close enough to relate to others, but far enough ahead to motivate them. Now let's have a look at this motivational video, which reinforces this fact. Being elected as a student council provides you with a unique opportunity to grow as a person. Not only you get a chance to advocate your student body and pursue causes you're passionate about, but you also get the chance to learn from others and develop skills that will help you in future. So let me take this opportunity to introduce members of our House Council, our team of House Councillors, coordinators, captains, and vice captains.
House, Mr. Hari Krishnan, House Counselor. Mrs. Bhavya Vigilesh, House Counselor. Anjali Bobby, 12C, House Coordinator. A very obedient and sincere student, responsible and a true leader. She has participated in various cultural, co-curricular competitions and has won the school a number of prizes. Anjali Bobby will now receive her badge. Fida Mariam, 11B, House Captain. A sincere and responsible student, a good coordinator, and a winner in all activities. Fida will now receive her badge. Harichandan, 10C, House Vice Captain. A timid person, honest in all his dealings, a good learner and a cooperative student. Harichandan will receive his badge now. CBR House, Mr. Radha Krishnapuram, House Counselor. Mrs. Harijinder Kaur Hara, House Counselor. Kevin Matthew Jacob, 12A, House Coordinator. A good team player and gentle in his ways, a sure goal getter and a match winner. Kevin Matthew Jacob will now receive his badge. Aditi Manangad Srivalsan, 11B, House Captain. Very responsible and sincere student with great interest in event management shows. We have Aditi Manangad Srivalsan who will receive the badge now. Varun S. Nair, 10D, House Vice Captain. An intelligent student, a leader and a winner. A boy with enormous talent who has brought glory to the school in various events and competitions. Varun S. Nair will now receive the badge. Tagore House. Vincent Matthew, House Counselor. Smiti Saji, House Counselor. Nalija Ismail, 12th House Coordinator. Good learner, a hard worker with commendable academic inclination. Nalija Ismail was certified with Guinness World Records for creating a face recognition app using Python. Now, Nalija will receive a badge. Surya Satish, 11B, House Captain. She's a great singer, a dedicated and hard-working student. Surya Satish will now receive her badge. Nandana M. Menon, 10B, House Vice Captain. A good listener and a result-oriented leader, a natural who likes to work in groups. Nandana M. Menon, an intelligent captain, will now receive her badge. Vivekananda House. Sir Joseph Martin Cherian, House Councillor. Divya Babu, House Councillor. Muhammad Samir Khan, 12B, House Coordinator. A silent, efficient worker and an excellent coordinator. We have Muhammad Samir Khan will now receive a badge. Aisha Lina Rehas, 11A, House Captain. Commendable student, a good coordinator with problem-solving skills and an excellent decision maker. We have Aisha Lina who will receive her badge now. Riddhi Adappa, 10D, House Vice Captain. A good learner and a cooperative team leader, passionate and capable of leading groups. We have Riddhi Adappa to receive her badge. Congratulations to the team of House Councillors, Coordinators, Captains, and Vice Captains. A leader has to be practical and a realist, yet must talk the language of the visionary and the idealist. Our Vice President, School Management Committee, Mrs. Blessy Dinah Shijan, has been associated with Indian School Darsit as a student, teacher, and parent. She joined the School Management Committee in April 2018. She was the head of co-curricular and cultural subcommittee from there. Presently, she is the Vice President, School Management Committee and the Head Purchase Subcommittee. It is with immense pride that we invite our Vice President, School Management Committee, Mrs. Blessy Dinah Shijan, to deliver the felicitation speech.
To quote, leadership and learning are indispensable to each other, unquote. Respected Chief Guest of the evening, Ajit Sir, President of the School Management Committee, Sebastian Sir, my other colleagues in the SMC, Principal Amar Sir, other staff members and dear students, good evening, one and all. Today is a special day in each one of your lives, dear students. You have been elected after tremendous steps and procedures. Being a head boy, house captain, or a class prefect is itself a big achievement for each one of you. Congratulations to all of you. When you are part of the student council, you need to have leadership qualities and shoulder many responsibilities. That doesn't make you bossy to your peer group, but a leader who is to do the right thing without being asked or when no one is watching. Help others, guide others, stand up for the truth always. When you are in the student council, you will learn many lessons which will help you mold your future. I myself was once a member of this student council of ISD. I've learned many things, and I'm sure all of you will learn a lot in this 1 year. Utilize these lessons for your further development. Wishing all of you best of luck. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe.
Thank you, ma'am, for those motivating words. It will definitely help to boost confidence and team spirit among all our young council members. A true leader has the confidence to stand alone, the courage to make tough decisions, and the compassion to listen to the needs of others. It's my proud privilege to introduce our ceremonial heads.
Benson Binu Philip, 12B, head boy. And practical person, excellent communicator, a hard-working student, and an innovative thinker with an optimistic outlook. He has participated in various literary events for UTSAV and ISTF. He has been the vice captain for Bapu House during the year 2020. Benson Binu Philip will now receive his badge of school head boy. Niranjana Pramod Nair, 12B head girl. A winner in academics, an innovative thinker, and an intelligent learner. Niranjana Pramod Nair is dedicated, sincere, and hard-working, self-disciplined student. She was the school topper in class 10. A good Western music vocal singer and a dancer, she won prizes ISTF 2020. Niranjana Pramod Nair will now receive her badge as school head girl. B. Sanjay, 5C, assistant head boy. Sanjay is a courteous, excellent, sincere, and dedicated student who always helps others. He has shown excellent ability to set goals and be persistent in achieving them. B. Sanjay will now receive his badge as assistant head boy. Mahira Malik, 5C, assistant head girl. Mahira has been an exceptional student, which is reflected in the top grades she has earned throughout the year. She is diligent and persistent in her achievements. Now, Mahira Malik will receive her badge, assistant head girl. Gayatri Manuraj, 12B, sports captain. A good and honest person, she has represented Oman twice in the nationals for reeling. She has represented our school in the inter-school cluster for various events and won many prizes for the school. Gayatri Manuraj will now receive her badge as sports captain. Abhirami Pradeep, 12C, Cultural Secretary. She is an exquisite singer and dancer. She has participated and won accolades for the school within as well as inter-school events. We have Abhirami Pradeep, who will receive a badge as Cultural Secretary. Ganga K. Girish, 12B, Literary Secretary. An enthusiastic learner, an avid reader, and a literary aspirant. Honest and sincere in all her duties, she has participated in various quiz competitions too. Ganga K. Girish will now receive her badge as Literary Secretary. Saurav Vinod Naik, 12C, IT Secretary. An excellent keyboard player and a passionate photographer, an innovative thinker, and an optimistic person. Saurav will receive his badge as IT Secretary. Alfred Joseph, 12D, Health Safety Environment Secretary. A hard-working and focused boy, intelligent group worker, Alfred has represented our school for ISPA in music-related events and received prizes for the same. He has been amiable and helpful to our school team too. Alfred will now receive his badge as Health Safety Environment Secretary. Deputy Heads. Maganda Dinesh, 11C, Deputy Head Boy. A winner in academics, an innovative thinker, and an intelligent learner. A self-disciplined boy with a passion and flair for painting and participating in literary events. He has put best effort to excel in academics as school topper, subject topper, the perfect 100, mathematics and science. We have Maganda Dinesh, who will now receive his badge as we will now have Maganda Dinesh, who will now receive his badge as the health. Sorry. Receives his badge as Deputy Sports Captain. Bhavya Malaikal Baiju, 11A, Deputy Sports Captain. Bhavya is a talented athlete. She has proved herself Bhavika Malekal Baiju. Will now receive her badge as Deputy Head Girl. Bhavika Malaikal Baiju will now receive her badge as Deputy Head Girl. John Adam Julian, 11A, Deputy Sports Captain. Very talented boy, he has participated in badminton, nationals, and participated and won many prizes for the school. John Adam Kurian will now receive his badge as Deputy Sports Captain. Bhavya Malekal Baiju, Deputy Sports Captain. Bhavya is a talented athlete. She has proved herself in athletic events and has remarkable achievements in inter-school events, bringing accolades to our school. A brilliant student, Bhavya Malekal Baiju, will receive her badge as Deputy Sports Captain. Aishwarya Babu, 11B, Deputy Cultural Secretary. A very good and honest girl, responsible in any kind of duty allotted to her. A winner in all areas. We have Aishwarya Babu, who will now receive her badge as Deputy Cultural Secretary. Mohammad Rayyan Ulbari, 11th B, Deputy Literary Secretary. Passionate and energetic in his duties, keen and eager to learn new skills, an excellent learner and an achiever. Now, Mohammad Rayyan Ulbari will receive his badge as Deputy Literary Secretary. Nathaniel George Philip, 11A, Deputy IT Secretary. He has good communication skills and is commended, savvy, passionate about reading, and comes up with innovative ideas. He has won many prizes for literary events like recitation, elocution, and quiz. We have Nathaniel George Philip receiving his badge as Deputy IT Secretary. Aisha Nizar Hussain, 11th Deputy Health Safety Environment Secretary. Aisha is an avid reader and a literary aspirant. He strives to raise the bar for herself to reach new heights. A responsible team leader, she excels in shouldering responsibilities. Aisha Nizar Hussain will now receive her badge as Deputy Health Safety Environment Secretary. Congratulations, ceremonial heads. We now have our energetic leaders ready to pledge their oath of office with promise that they would carry out their duties with integrity, faith, and excellence. I request our principal, Mr. Amar Srivastava, to kindly administer the oath to the newly formed school cabinet.
Thank you, ma'am. We solemnly pledge
We solemnly pledge
to discharge our duties
to discharge our duties
loyally and faithfully
loyally and faithfully
to the best of our ability
to the best of our abilities
for the glory and humor of our institution.
for the glory and humor of our institution.
We shall always
We shall always
endeavor to serve
endeavor to serve
with pride and honor
with pride and honor
those entrusted to our care
those entrusted to our care
in the best tradition of this school
in the best tradition of our school,
and to be worthy of the trust
and to be worthy of the trust
placed in us.
placed in us.
So help us God.
So help us, God.
It is indeed a defining moment. Thank you, sir. Young leaders, with great power comes great responsibilities. I hope that these young leaders will uphold the values of the school by discharging their duties honestly. The Student Council induction is a memorable day for all office bearers, a proud moment to stand as leaders before their parents, teachers, and fellow mates.
Leaders instill in their people a hope for success and belief in themselves. A man of distinct vision, an idol of knowledge and experience, it is my great honor and privilege to invite our honorable chief guest, Mr. Ajit Vasudevan. From April 2018, Mr. Ajit Vasudevan has served the School Management Committee at various capacities as the convener of the School Management Committee and Head Academic Subcommittee. At present, he is serving the School Management Committee as the convener with additional responsibility of Head Academic Subcommittee and Head ICT Subcommittee. I request, sir, to address our young council members.
Thank you, Madam. Honorable President of the School Management Committee, Mr. Sebastian Chungat, my colleagues in the School Management Committee, respected Principal, Mr. Amar Srivastava, Vice Principal, Senior Section, Mr. Alexander Jivagis, Vice Principal, Primary Section, Mrs. Geeta Chauhan, Assistant Vice Principals, supervisors, coordinators, heads of departments, teachers, staff of the school, parents, and my dear children. Good evening. Namaste. First of all, thank you, ISD, for blessing me with the privilege of being a part of the ceremony. At the outset, let me congratulate all the students who have been bestowed with important leadership responsibilities today. Confident on the skills and aptitudes of each one of you, we have tall expectations, and I have no doubts all of you will be able to surpass our expectations. Being a leader is indeed a big responsibility. A true leader has the confidence and courage to lead the way and the compassion to listen to the needs of others. While you should have a clear and balanced sense of judgment and maturity, you should also be able to work well and manage a team. You will be expected to set an example for others. While being responsible and dependable, you should also be confident, polite, and affable. A good leader is not merely someone who has good leadership skills. A good leader is someone who instills leadership qualities in his or her fellow students. I would like to tell you a short story, and it's from the Bhagavad Gita. I'm sure you've heard of Arjuna. So Arjuna had a feeling that Karna was considered a more liberal and a better leader than himself. So with this constant nagging inside him, he once asked Krishna, why is Karna considered to be a better leader than me? As an answer to the question, Krishna showed him a mountain of gold and asked him to distribute the gold from that mountain to all the people in a single day. So following the instructions, Arjuna went to the mountain and started breaking it to distribute the gold among all the people. It took him several days to break the mountain. There was no way he could do it in a single day. Now the same task was assigned to Karna. Karna gave all the people the required tools to cut the mountain. He asked the people to break the mountain and take whatever they wanted. And in a few hours, the entire mountain just vanished. So the moral of the story is that if you as a leader try to do everything by yourself, you will never be able to achieve your goals. A true leader uses teamwork and the right tools to empower fellow students to complete the tasks collectively. A good leader never thinks about taking the credit for his or her team, because a leader is only as good as his weakest team member. I would give you 5 simple rules which has helped me in my life all these years. They're very simple and they're easy to remember. Number 1, do the right thing without being asked or when no one is watching. Number 2, help others in need. 3, guide others on the right path. 4, set a good example for others and be a good role model yourself. And number 5, stand up for others, even when it may be the hardest thing to do. Finally, I would like to leave you all with a simple quote. I don't remember the person who actually said it, but I promise it's not me. Average leaders raise the bar on themselves. Good leaders raise the bar for others. And great leaders inspire others to raise their own bar. Unquote. I congratulate all the office bearers who have taken responsibilities today and wish them all the very best. I convey my gratitude to Team ISD for giving me this opportunity to speak today. Wishing you all good health, success, and happiness always. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for those pearls of wisdom. Your thoughts will encourage our students to strive to go beyond their limits and explore the new horizons. Leadership is the capacity to translate vision into reality. It's indeed my pleasure to call upon the newly elected head girl, Niranjana Pramod Nair, to deliver her acceptance speech.
To quote Henry Ford, coming together is a beginning, staying together is progress, and working together is success. Unquote. Respected Chief Guest, Mr. Ajit Vasudevan, President of School Management Committee, Mr. Sebastian Chungat, other esteemed members of School Management Committee, Principal Mr. Amar Srivastava, Vice Principals, Assistant Vice Principals, Supervisors, Coordinators, HODs, teachers, my fellow office bearers, parents, and my dear friends, a very warm welcome to each one of you. I deem it my proud privilege to be elected and to stand before you as the head girl of Indian School Dorset for the academic year 2021-22. First and foremost, I would like to thank our school for giving us this opportunity to prove ourselves amidst this pandemic. My heartfelt thanks to our beloved principal, Mr. Amar Srivastava, for your stewardship, vision, commitment, and unstinted support for this function. I owe a special gratitude to all my passionate teachers, dearest friends, lovely parents, and everybody else who has helped shape who I am today. I would also like to congratulate all the leaders. With utmost humility, I would like to thank you for showing immense faith in each one of us to represent this prestigious institution. Student Council is an excellent platform to hone your leadership skills as well as which can help in your character development. It will be a place where we voice the concerns of students, promote leadership, scholarship, and all the other social connection among students. I don't think it will be possible to achieve any goal without each and every one of your efforts. It is critical to recognize that our success is dependent on drawing one another's strengths rather than facing obstacles alone. I can personally attest to the fact that each and every member of the Student Council will serve the school impartially and with honesty to the best of their abilities. I understand that being a member of the council attracts a lot of responsibilities. I promise you that with the capable supervision and collaboration of our principal, instructors, and students, I will make every effort to fulfill my obligations and responsibilities. Thank you.
Congratulations, leaders. Great leaders don't set out to be a leader. They set out to make a difference. It's never about the role, always about the goal. We firmly believe that the newly elected Student Council will discharge their duties to the best of their abilities. I call upon our head boy, Benson Binu Philip, to mark the closure to this event by proposing the vote of thanks.
Good evening to one and all. It is an honor and a privilege for me to deliver this word of thanks of this great ceremony. At the outset, we would like to thank each one of you, a beloved principal, vice principal, supervisors, teachers, and every student of this community for giving us an opportunity to be a part of this great student council. Thank you for the confidence that you have in us to do our duties responsibly. The pandemic has brought a change in everything we do, and this function is no different. However, I would like to thank each and every one who ensure that the essence of this ceremony is maintained even though we are not physically together, and to make this function a great success. I deem it my proud privilege as the head boy of Indian School Dorset to place on record the contribution of every noble heart towards the success of today's event. On behalf of ISD, I wish to express my heartfelt gratitude to our chief guest for today, Mr. Ajit Vasudevan, convener, head academic subcommittee, and head ICT subcommittee, school management committee. Thank you, sir, for taking your time off from your busy schedule and making this event a memorable one. We're indeed grateful to Mr. Sebastian Chungat, President, School Management Committee, for his timely guidance and constant support for this function. I am very grateful to the other esteemed members of the School Management Committee for their unstinting support. I wish to express our sincere gratitude to our principal, Mr. Amasri Vastava. Your constant encouragement has always motivated us. Thank you, sir. I am very grateful to Mr. Alexander G. Varghese, Vice Principal, Senior Section, and Ms. Geeta Chauhan, Vice Principal, Primary Section, for their counsel and encouragement. We are also grateful to the Assistant Vice Principals, Supervisors, Coordinators, HODs for their periodical monitoring and guidance. Thank you, sirs and ma'ams. We would also like to thank Mr. Lale Pillai and Ms. Bindu Ranjit, coordinator in charges, for their exemplary guidance in the systematic planning and timely execution of today's event. With deep sense of appreciation, we recall the efforts of Mr. John Deva and Ms. Sunita Rajiv and Ms. Sindhu Nair, student council in charges, for playing a pivotal role in the success of today's event. Our sincere thanks goes to all our teachers who had put in their efforts to make this function a great success. We thank you wholeheartedly for your stewardship. I would like to thank the whole ISD family who have been associated with the planning, preparation, and execution of this program and making this function a grand success. Our sincere gratitude goes to all the students of this school, parents, and well-wishers. Thank you for the solid support and appreciation. I would like to bring my thanks to a close by borrowing the words of Henry Frederick Amiel. Thankfulness is the beginning of gratitude, and gratitude is the completion of thankfulness. Yes, once again, we thank each and every one of you. Thank you.
We are extremely thankful to all of you for having spared your valuable time to be a part of the important annual event, the Investiture Ceremony. Thank you all for gracing this occasion. Before we wind up today's event, may I request our student council members to enable their videos to click a photograph with our distinguished guests and school administrators.
Thank you. Once again, a big thanks to all who have joined us today. The formal event is over. As we come to the end of our program, we move to the photograph sessions where memories are made to cherish. May I request the general prefects from classes 11 and 12 to enable their videos. Now may I request the House Councillors, Coordinators, Captains, and Vice Captains to enable their videos for the group photograph. Now may I ask the ceremonial heads to enable their videos for the group photograph. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for this memorable evening. Good night.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you very much for this evening's function.
Yeah,
and
thank
giving
you.
your
Thank you,
precious
Amar,
time.
sir. Thank you. It was well
Thank you
organized.
very much, sir. Well done, well managed.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
What happened in between? There was some confusion.